Once every year, the stillness of Africa is shattered by the sound of highly tuned rally cars. This year, 89 starters have come to post in the Tanzanian capital of Dar es Salaam for the 20th Safari Rally, an event that is yet to be won by an overseas driver. It is, without doubt, the most coveted of all rally prizes, and this year it could be the most difficult to win. The odds are loaded very much against the overseas entrant. The organisers have selected the roughest ever 4,000-mile route. They've imposed almost unattainable schedules, and now we have the added hazard. Heavy rain is forecast. When it rains in Africa, this continent of extremes, dust becomes slime, potholes become swimming pools, and 150-mile-an-hour cars crawl like water bison through the hazards. And those who push hardest sometimes finish sooner than they expected. We have no money. Old safari hands carry bags of loose change for just these emergencies. But even enthusiastic villagers cannot prevent car after car dropping out within 100 miles of the start. Already the battle is on up front. For 2 years, the Datsuns have dominated the event. Now a highly drilled squad of escorts is leading the way. 5 works cars in the first 5 positions. In the first 12 hours of this rally, we've had the rain that was forecast, and it's obviously causing considerable delays. But the impossible schedule set by the organisers has made the situation even worse. Cars were due to finish the first leg in Nairobi at 1 o'clock this morning. And we've just heard that the first car on the road, Zazada in the Porsche, has only just arrived, and it's now 10 past 4.
Why has it been such a bad? Has it been really bad?
Why has it been such a bad time?
They have to just the time
Yesterday the rains, today it's the dust. North from Nairobi to Kampala, the fastest section of the rally. As the speeds rise to over 120 miles an hour, the field begins to string out. The men at the back are already 4 hours down on the leaders and falling further and further behind. For them now, it's a matter of personal pride to finish and leave the race and the glory to Herman or Mikola. The Salvation Army turns out in force, but it's a service of a more practical kind that keeps the cars moving. The band, the crowds are left behind, perhaps to entertain some of the 60 drivers whom the dust has already bitten. Of the 29 remaining, 11 are foreigners. For them and for the locals, time saved at every service point, every control point, is vital.
0926, 09.
Tony Paul of Bradford.
Things to do with an Easter holiday. 0926.
Tony, how are things going?
All right, now we've got some right suspension on the car.
9. Was it like yesterday?
All right.
Better today, perhaps.
6.
Yeah.
Just approximately.
27 now and 15 seconds.
His last message is passing.
Chris Bates of Nairobi.
Sorry about that. 0929.
It has been. Yeah.
Better luck. Yeah. You want to sit tight this next section. Robin knows it rather well. Okay, thank you.
And an apprehensive Mark Burley, owner of London's smoothest nightclub, navigating for Robin Hillier, who lives in Southend, but was born in these hills. At the front, the lead has changed dramatically. Mikola in the escort is now 4 minutes up on Herman as they make the final run into Kampala and 8 welcome hours of rest. 250,000 people live in the capital of Uganda, and most of them have taken the afternoon off to see the big race. The biggest cheer, of course, is for local hero Shaker Mehta. Last year, he drove his Datsun to second place. A pushover this year?
This is just hard work the whole bloody way.
From Kampala, they snake back into Kenya, climbing to 9,000 feet on the roughest of roads. As the sun rises on the third day, one man is clearly in the lead. Hannu Mikola has over 30 minutes on another escort crewed by the local boys Preston and Smith. Herman's Datsun has dropped back to fourth behind the Porsche of Cesada. For the rest, it's still a battle between Datsun and Ford.